Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you my grid shader package. This is a very customizable shader. It has pretty much everything that you need from a grid shader, and I'm gonna show you all of the different features that this shader has to offer. If you want, you can get it in the Unity Asset Store. Link is below in the description. So first of all, I'm going to assign the grid material to the cube. I'll adjust the smoothness a bit, and also increase the metallic slider, just to make it shine less. As you can see, the grid is immediately displayed on the cube, ready for us to start tweaking it. Let's start with the background color. This is pretty straightforward. We can change the background color of the grid, and it will change accurately on the cube. Next up is the Use Background Texture option. Let's take a random texture that I got here. By the way, all of these textures come with the package. Now we'll assign the texture to the background, and if we toggle the Use Background Texture option, you can see that it switches between our background color and our background texture. We can also, if we want, change the tiling of our background texture. So for example, if we want it to fit the grid inside the red lines, we can change the tiling to 2x2 to make it tile 2 times per meter, so that it will repeat 4 times on each side. And of course, we can change the offset just as easily. The Scale Texture with Size option is a really useful utility option that basically just makes the texture scale according to the object size, instead of repeating and tiling. It's most likely not very clear yet, so I'll demonstrate. When it's toggled off, you can see that as we increase the size, the texture keeps repeating itself, each tile staying in its original size. But if we toggle the option on, you can see that the texture is now scaling up as we increase the object's size. Really useful stuff. The Preserve Texture on Axis option lets us choose on which side of the cube we want the texture to keep its original tiling ratio, in a case where the object doesn't have a uniform size. By default it is set to XZ, which means that on the XZ plane, or in other words, on the floor and the ceiling of the cube, the texture will look correct and represent the tiling that we set. If we change it to XY, we will now see that on the XY plane the texture is showing correctly, instead of the XZ plane. Same thing goes for the ZY option. You can play around with this option to see what fits your needs. Now heading over to the line settings, I should mention that there are 2 line layers that come with this grid shader, which basically means that the grid has 2 layers to it. Each layer can be changed and customized completely separately from the other. So starting off, the line thickness. Changing the line thickness will affect the thickness of the line, where 0 will make the line disappear, and 1 will make the line fill the grid. Again, as mentioned, both line layers can be changed separately. The line color setting is also pretty self-explanatory. It is used to change the line color. Both layers can be changed separately. The line tiling option, similarly to the background texture tiling option, lets us change the tiling of the lines. For example, changing it to 8x8 will make the lines tile 8 times per meter. Again, I feel like I'm saying that a lot. Both layers can be changed separately. Same thing goes if you want to change the offset. We're almost finished now, just a couple more settings. The Scale Lines with Size option is very similar to the Scale Texture with Size option. When toggled on, the lines will scale according to the object's size, instead of repeating and tiling. And finally, the final setting, the Preserve Tiling on Axis option lets us choose on which axis we want the original tiling ratio to be preserved. By default it's on XZ, but if we choose for example the ZY axis, we can see that now the tiling is correct on the ZY axis. Okay guys, that was pretty much it for my shader. With all of those settings you can pretty much make any grid that you want, or at least that I can think of. This is basically all you need from a grid. It is good for prototyping, a grid-based game, or any other use for that matter. You can check the link below if you want to get it in the Asset Store. Let me know if you want me to make other useful packages, and thank you all for the support. See you in the next one.